So, friends, how are you today? So many years ago, I wrote a blog post that actually turned out to be one of the favorites of all the ones that I've written through the years. And it's called 30 Pieces of Advice That I Would Give to My 30-year-old self. And that advice, those nuggets, are just as applicable today as they were several years ago when I wrote it, as well as many, many years, let's say several decades ago, when I learned those lessons. I'll put the link to the blog post down in the chat area below. But just suffice it to say, a couple of those lessons still ring true as I bring them up in some of my coaching conversations that I had. And it doesn't matter. Those conversations, it's either a young leader or an emerging leader that I'm coaching, or it's a manager who's in charge of their leaders that I am continuing to give them tips and tools. So then that way they can have some of those conversations with their emerging leaders. But a couple of them are, you only have one name. And it doesn't matter how large the market that you're in, the geographic area that you're in, when you have a name in a business, from a business setting standpoint, that is the only name. That is your legacy. And so you definitely want to guard it with all that you have. And you want to make sure that whatever you're doing, it is in respect for the reputation and that brand that you have in the community, because we never want to burn a bridge, and we want to be known for good quality work and doing the right thing and our integrity and our ethics, like I talked about just recently. The other piece of advice that still, it's the piece of advice that I got that when I've given it, I don't have to say anymore. Careful who you hitch your wagon to. It's a very Southern phrase, right? It's a very dated phrase, but it's a very thought provoking phrase. Who am I in alignment with? My pastor says you can't soar with the eagles if you're pecking with the chickens. And it's so true. We are as good as the company that we keep. Are your friends stretching you, or are they dragging you down? Now, I get it. We want to be nice and we want to be kind. We don't want to make a pronouncement in terms of, you guys aren't good for me. It's, slowly easing your way out. So then that way your crowd, your collection of people that you're surrounding yourself with continues to, you learn from them. They continue to challenge you in a great way. They know how to very respectfully point out your blind spots, many times serving as that mentor and that leader. And our friends can be, they're not just, the people that are our own age. We should surround ourselves with people that we can learn from that are older than us as well as younger than us. So then that way we are staying in step with the times and we continue to be relevant. Those are just two of the many things that I have learned through the years. And like I said, I'm going to put it down in the comment section below in terms of that link for more tips and tricks and all that for your career. But if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. It is something that I discuss very, very openly, candidly, and directly with some of my clients. Again, like I said couple of blog posts ago, I always get permission ahead of time when I walk into an assignment with a client. If I see something, I'm going to say something. Sometimes I will be very direct. It's not mean, it's clear. Clear is kind, like Brene Brown says. And I try to do it right before I am kind of going in terms of, well, we're going around the mountain and I'm trying to be kind in terms of not going as direct, but it's clear that I'm going to have to like just go in and say what I'm trying to say, because sending you exercises, trying to hint at it, you're not getting it. So I'm just going to go straight in. And a lot of times people are taken aback. But then I always get I did not see that. I didn't see that. Thank you for being that direct with me. So making sure that we are surrounding ourselves with the people that can be very, very clear with us. Who are your mirrors? That's what we're talking about. Who are your mirrors, and do they keep you on track? If you want to talk about this or really anything else, don't hesitate to reach out. I look forward to seeing you soon.